talk about one of the most highly recruited black scientists of all time. This is J. Ernest Wilkins. He's born in Chicago in 1923, and at the age of 13, he became one of the youngest people ever admitted to the University of Chicago, and then he finished with a PhD in mathematics at 19. After earning his PhD, he eventually returned to the University of Chicago to work at the Met, or the Metallurgical Lab. While there, he's part of the team that worked on the Manhattan Project, aka the project to build the first nuclear weapons during World War II. At some point, the team Wilkins had been working on, which was led by Arthur Compton and Enrico Fermi, who we'll talk about in a little bit, were to be transferred to Oak Ridge, Tennessee. However, this was in 1940, so Jim Crow. This was preventing Wilkins from being able to travel and work with the same team in Tennessee. So let's back up. Wilkins' team was led by Arthur Compton, who won a Nobel Prize in Physics in 1927, and Enrico Fermi, who won a Nobel Prize in 1938, and also came up with the Fermi paradox, which is the famous scientific idea for why humans haven't encountered intelligent life anywhere else in the universe, as of yet. So, when Edward Teller, who is considered to be the father of the hydrogen bomb, found out about Wilkins, he and another famous scientist and eventual Nobel Prize winner, Eugene Wagner, who made enormous contributions to the knowledge of atomic theory and weapons, wrote about J. Ernest Wilkins to another famous scientist, Harold Urey. Now, Urey was the head of war research at Columbia University in New York and is one of the most influential scientists of all time due to his and one of his graduate students' research, that's Stanley Miller's, research on the Miller-Urey experiment, which successfully demonstrated that all conditions for life on Earth were present in Earth's early atmosphere. So let's recap. J. Ernest Wilkins worked with 2 Nobel Prize winners and was recommended by another Nobel Prize winner and the father of the hydrogen bomb to be transferred to Tennessee to one of the most influential scientists of the 20th century. But he didn't go to Tennessee because racism. So he stayed back in Chicago and continued to work with Eugene Wagner. They even collaborated and came up with their own mathematical model. I'm not going to try to explain it to you because I don't want to embarrass myself. Wilkins is also one of the 70 scientists to sign the Siller Petition. The Siller Petition is a letter addressed to President Truman and signed by some of the scientists who worked on the Manhattan Project, asking President Truman not to drop the atomic bomb on Japan in 1945. But it would never reach Truman's desk. In fact, the US would go on to drop 2 atomic bombs on Japan to end World War II. Wilkins lived to be 87. He died on May 1st, 2011, earning many awards along the way.